I'm here with Luis Martinez, starting catcher for the Tucson Padres. How's it going, Luis?
It's going good. Going good so far. Beautiful day out here in Tucson, Arizona. So
it is. It is. You spent some time up in Colorado Springs and Salt Lake. Weather here is a little different.
Yeah, a lot better. I tell you what, we were at 35, 40 degree weather out there, so it's definitely lovely to come back to Tucson. Nice warm weather, so can't complain.
Let's talk about San Antonio last year. You had a great year at San Antonio. Hit the ball well. What kind of advice would you send to other players in San Antonio? Because typically it's a very tough park to hit.
Yeah. Really low line drives. Low line drives, ground balls. Because if you hit anything in the air, I mean the wind blows in majority of the time during the year. So low line drives, hard contacts, stuff like that. So many balls in the air don't get out. Usually fall into outfielder's glove somewhere. So.
But from a catcher standpoint, you can use that to your advantage when you're handling the staff, though.
Right.
Is that something that you typically played upon at San Antonio?
I mean, I felt with the pitching staff, obviously I had a great pitching staff out there. Just reminding them to keep the ball low. Depending on the hitter, of course, but most of the time, they did a great job mixing balls in and out, up and down. So I really didn't have to tell them much, just kind of remind them here and there. But I couldn't have a better pitching staff last year. So.
Yeah, a little different when you go up to Colorado Springs.
Right.
In Salt Lake, they get that ball up, and it's just going to keep going.
That first game, it was like, I don't even know what it was, like 18 to 13 or something. I don't know how many hits were in total, but yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
Tell us about your game. You were the top defensive player in the minor league system for the Padres last year. You pride yourself on defense?
Oh yeah, always. As a catcher, you have to. That always comes first. Handling the pitching staff, your defense. That's what the Padres have always told me as well. Especially Buddy Black as well. Defense always comes first. And then, of course, hitting. I've always worked on that. I've always been known as a defensive catcher, so working on hitting has always been a priority as well. Maybe not the first one, but it's been a priority. Figure out how to hit, figure out how to hit, pitcher, opposing pitching staff, what they throw, the counts, and all that stuff. But like I said, defense always comes first. Handling the pitching staff, I think, is even higher than that, because you're out there with them, and you want them to have confidence in you, with your calls, the pitches you're calling, So that always, defense and confidence in the pitchers always top priority.
Tell us a little bit about Luis Martinez, the person. You grew up in Miami. You went to college in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. What do you like to do? What do you do in your free time? What kind of music you listen to?
Listen to everything. A lot of Spanish music. Listen to hip hop. Going to Tennessee, obviously country. I don't think you can come out of there and not listening to country. Hip hop, salsa, merengue, bachata, some pop, reggae. Everything in general. Nothing. I don't just listen to one thing in general. But I grew up in Miami. Went to school in Tennessee, Jackson State. For 2 years, that's like West Tennessee, about by Memphis. Then I transferred over to Cumberland University in 2007, went out there for a year. That's more Nashville, Central Tennessee. I'm a quiet guy. Most people, Tennessee's kind of quiet, especially the towns I was in, real small towns. Most people hate it, but me being quiet person, laid back kind of guy, I loved it. I couldn't complain, the people were great. But yeah.
Do you find that you prepare any differently being at the AAA level because you're so close now?
Yeah, especially mentally. Just try to prepare yourself mentally a lot more. I think that is the harder part. Physically, I think if you keep yourself in shape, you run, you work out, But especially here, it's like being a catcher, you're like mentally draining. You call pitches, in and out. Every situation there is, you're in it. So you're always constantly thinking. What's the best thing to do in this situation, So I think mentally is the hardest part, and coming back the next day and preparing yourself again and again. So that's what I try to do, just prepare myself mentally. And then I froze.
But you got to feel good though, right? You're right here at AAA, you're so close, it's awesome.
Yeah, right there, so can't complain. Just hoping for, it started off good. Hopefully I've been out for almost 2 weeks already, so hopefully I find that groove again and continue the way I started, and hopefully get called up at some point this year.
No doubt, no doubt.
And do the same thing up there. So.
Absolutely. This is Luis Martinez with FriarHood.com.